Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. With a lifelong passion for self-discovery, personal growth, and spirituality, I have realized the ability to transform our lives is a timeless gift that lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. Join me in this space every Thursday as I share with you all of the powerful practices and tools that have helped me elevate my mind, body, and spirit, as I know they will do the same for you. Together, we'll unleash your potential through self-love, self-acceptance, and faith, empowering you to live an inspired life that radiates with authenticity, purpose, and unwavering joy. I am so grateful you are here. Remember, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are loved beyond measure. Hello, my Sprinkles of Spirit tribe. Happy Thursday. I am back. It's been a few weeks since I've recorded. Took a little vacation to a winter wonderland that was absolutely magical. First time to Montreal. If you've ever been there, absolutely beautiful. We went to a little town called Mont-Tremblant, and it was just absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I am happy to be home and had a few things to talk to you guys about this week, something that's been on my mind. And as well as I'm going to tell you a little bit about the new moon happening on February 27th. So, but first, if you're new here, I always like to connect us with one cycle of breath. That's the yoga teacher in me. And get grounded in the here and now so we can be fully present with each other when you tune into this. You know, I always say, make it a special time for yourself. Light a candle, maybe grab an essential oil, cozy blanket, glass of wine, you know, whatever it is that gets you into the present moment in the here and now so we can receive. Because I really do believe when you tune in and you find a podcast to listen to, I feel like, you know, you're aligned with what you're supposed to hear. So let's go ahead and close our eyes. Relax your shoulders. Soften the face. And take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, all the way up to your chest and shoulders. And an exhale out of the mouth. Relax your eyebrows. Another breath in through the nose. And allow your exhale to come out through the nose. And then slowly open your eyes. Okay, so my neighbor has their lawn service going, so I apologize if there's a little bit of background noise in this episode. But what I wanted to talk about today is spiritual entrepreneurship. That for those of you who are listening, maybe you're a yoga teacher or you're in the world of personal development, self-inquiry, personal growth. When you dive into that, I know I have this experience. Tell me if you guys do too. You begin to obviously get inundated, you know, from maybe the teachers you follow, from maybe the coaches you follow, the authors you follow. You get inundated with offerings of, take my course in this, buy my book here, buy my PDF here. And let me tell you, like, my thoughts going on right now, because I've been circling back to the way I felt as a new yoga teacher. I was so inspired, so lit up, felt so many benefits from this beautiful practice and this awakening that was happening, and really dropping into my higher self, cultivating self-love. And I just couldn't wait to share that experience, to share what I've learned, to share how I've been helping myself grow in my mind and my body and my spirit. And I always shared from that lit up place. And when I share from that lit up place, it just flows and it just feels, it's very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. And that was one of the reasons I became a yoga teacher. I could no longer contain, everything the knowledge I've gained and the growth I experienced. I could no longer contain it for myself. I had to show up and share it. And nothing is more fulfilling to me than sharing the path of self-inquiry through yoga and meditation and prayer and learning about yourself and connecting to that deep place within you and strengthening your relationship. And I always say, to the higher power of your own understanding, because we're all on a different path. That is where my passion lies, and I am inspired to create when I'm sitting in that space. Now, I never became a full-time yoga teacher. I don't do it for the money. I still don't. My private classes are a blessing. And I'm not saying, I'm not poo-pooing, receiving abundance from your form of service, whether it's teaching or coaching or writing or this and that, because that's absolutely the cycle. It's an energy exchange. I always say it's an energy exchange that happens, that should happen, and it's healthy and balanced. But lately I don't know, I'm turned off I feel like when I sit down, if I create and I'm thinking about selling versus sitting in that place of sharing, it doesn't flow. I don't feel as inspired. I don't create from a path from a place of, I don't know. It doesn't flow as abundantly as I'd like. There's a little weight on my shoulders, like a pressure, like you start to feel this background pressure, like, oh, I need to come up with something to sell. Oh, I need to make sure I'm, bringing money in every month. The pressure is a turnoff. The pressure is unnecessary. And I just feel like I've been really reviewing and going back to my beginning, and actually circling back to my ebook that I wrote, Keep Me Where the Light Is, which came from a pure place of sharing, as well as my card deck, Sprinkles of Spirit, just a pure place of creating with love. And I'm not saying, like I said, that either one is better or wrong or right, or I'm just bringing it up because it's so prevalent in our community, especially with the online world, especially with social media, to have this pressure to sell, and absolutely for those of us who are full-time, business owners and teachers, excuse me, we have to, you certainly want to keep your focus on keeping the cycle of giving and receiving going. And that's, your livelihood, and I apologize because there's the background noise. He's cutting the grass. And it's important that your business thrive, and abundance is for everyone. And I do believe that. But for me personally, I guess I'm just talking to you guys about it. For me personally, it's like I'm going back to creating for the sake of creating, because it's placed in my heart to create and share. Why do I show up and speak on a podcast? Because I love it. I am passionate about self-love and thriving and living a healthy, well-balanced life at every age, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. I live it. I breathe it. I know what works. I know I can help others feel the same way. I know at any age you can feel inspired and excited about your life again. Maybe some of you have lost that. And I show up and it's my why, because I'm passionate and I love it. And when I stay grounded and centered in that, it's all about sharing, and the weight, it's like I feel lighter. I feel lighter, and I'm more creative, and things flow with fluidity and ease, right? And there's no like struggle, to come up with an idea. The ideas are downloaded. I don't know. So something to think about, right? If you are a teacher, if you are an entrepreneur, if whatever the thing, it's just a topic of discussion. And I know for me, I believe in creating for the sake of creating, because it's placed in your heart to create. So don't give up and don't stop. If you're out there, maybe some of you feel discouraged, or you're like, why am I even doing this? Because somebody needs what you're sharing. Someone is the perfect student for you, the perfect listener for you, the perfect, recipient of what you are giving is needed. And sometimes we don't always see it, as many times, maybe you're not getting the reviews, you're not getting testimonials, you're not getting the likes or the comments. It doesn't mean someone is not soaking up everything that you're creating and sharing in their heart, and they are inspired by it, and it's helping them grow, and it's helping them evolve and transform. So maybe this is just a reminder, of that we all need, and including myself, that everything you create from your heart matters, and it's important, and someone needs it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on spiritual entrepreneurship. And it's because I had a conversation, and the words came out of my mouth. Oh, I think it was like a workshop or a convention or something of spiritual entrepreneurs. And someone literally laughed and said, isn't that an oxymoron? And I just said, wrong crowd, wrong crowd. Know who you're surrounded by, because not everybody even knows. Not everyone's at a different place in life. Not everyone understands where we're at. Not everyone understands or thinks of it in that way. Giving a service is important, and receiving an energy exchange is important. And I don't know, but that really made me think about it. Like, right? Something to think about. So, okay, so I picked 2 cards. One, your angel messages, and then I'm going to tell you about the new moon. I'm going to end with the new moon in Pisces. But your messages this week is trust your inner voice. And your affirmation is, I follow my intuition as it always leads me in the right direction. And that's about getting quiet. So that's for some of you, if you're trying to make a decision, I would get quiet, because you already know, you already have the answer. Trust your intuition. And then I picked an Archangel Michael card. He's our protector, Archangel. And I picked the card Innocence. And it says, Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. This is a card about guilt, about forgiveness. Some of you may be even struggling to forgive yourself for something, but this is definitely Archangel Michael coming in saying, let go of the self-blame, the shame, understand that you can trust whatever situation you're asking about, maybe, or it's like this feeling of, okay, no more of that, And reading from the book a little bit, it says, feel the sensation of deep release as Archangel Michael helps you embrace your true innocence. Your past behavior could never undo God's perfect handiwork in creating you as a powerful, loving, and much needed being of light and love. So yeah, no more of the self-blame, I would say. I don't know, I'm just getting that's about forgiving yourself. Onward and upward, let it go. You're on a new path and it's all going to work out. So, okay, I want to fill you in. Powerful Pisces new moon. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and it's happening February 27th. And Pisces, right away, I like to connect to the elements, and Pisces is water. So I feel like this new moon, and I'm a new moon girl, it's our cosmic clean slate to begin again. I really feel like this one is an emotional one. I feel like some of us are maybe in the trenches of feeling overly emotional, overwhelmed, flooded with feelings, emotions that you're being confronted with. We may be facing a lot of feelings about ourselves with a deeper understanding and awareness. But, that's a gift, right? It can help us see, what it is we need to take a look at and bring us to this point of wisdom, of knowing, and then of knowing what beginning it is we're ready to embark on, So a little bit more about it is there's a connection with Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of abundance, of expansion. Everything is big with Jupiter. So I feel like whatever it is, positive or negative, it's going to be expanded. So if you're in the trenches of emotions, they're going to be big and deeply, deeply felt. But then you're going to see that silver lining, and you're going to have a greater sense of feeling inspired and excited about what you're about to create, about what changes you're about to make, what project you're about to create, maybe patterns you're ready to change. You're really focusing on the silver linings of things, and Jupiter is going to help you see the silver lining in everything. So really powerful moon. Again, that card, trust your intuition, goes with this. So, because remember, everything's exaggerated when Jupiter's hanging around. So trust your heart, trust your, trust your intuition, because Pisces definitely heightens our intuitive abilities. So, and Jupiter helps us see the bigger picture. So yeah, it's a powerful one. So maybe take the time for some self-care. Obviously, I always tell you guys, sit in meditation, journaling. What am I ready to release? It's a good journal prompt. What am I finally ready to let go of that doesn't work for me? Because I finally know. Yeah. So I thank you always for choosing to listen to this podcast. It really means a lot to me, and to help others find us here. If you could please, when you have time, leave a review. I would be so, 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 so grateful. It helps others find us and lets me know, to keep creating from my heart, right? And I really appreciate you. So be sure to follow me on the Sprinkles of Spirit page on Instagram. and YouTube, and more to come in the new year. So I'm excited for the spring equinox around the corner, and it is the astrological new year too. So we'll get into that next week. So have a beautiful week. I'll see you guys soon. Namaste.